take a watch now.
It will be.
Get it. Go around the castle. Who's going to be with Aaron? Who's going to be with Aaron?
Do you live far?
Hmm?
Do you live far?
35 minutes? 37 and a half minutes. I don't know if it's married.
Okay. We were really close to.
Did you not see the Spain? Did you not see the Spain?
It should be on the door somewhere. So this is the extra. And then you have the echoey, which is one next to it. And then that's the stake door.
Well, that's the one. That one would cheap. Here, about as far as. Can that be important? We couldn't get it together, so we just like pulled it down.
It's helpful to have a bit of
Yeah, you got
Sure, both. I'm sorry.
all over the evidence.
Good.
It's helping with the colours.
No.
Yeah. I think the one has a guitar in the cover, and I think part of the way.
There he is.
You need to be over there.
Yeah.
You need to be. Is that
What do
photo?
you have to say for yourself?
What's going on?
The photo.
What's our
upstairs.
consequence here?
Are they like that?
Where they're walking down that corridor.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're coming.
Where's Armour?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought they need to be in position for that. Oh,
Yeah, it definitely is all right.
it's not that for me.
Farewell, this one.
Pardon? I need to do this. There's no point.
Farewell.
Oh yeah. Crack down. We're gonna Pardon?
Yeah?
Did you crack it or? I'll crack.
Steady on, guys, so I kind of have to pan around.
Yeah. I'll crack. How's it?
Yeah, it's fine.
Pardon? No, I need to go on the desk, but it's nice.
Thank you very much, everybody. He's a great gentleman. A great gentleman and a great king.
Yeah, we're just going to go along with it.
Drive the car to the helicopter.
I think I'll walk through the garden there.
Yeah, but no, do you think he's in the beast now? Is he driving the whole way to you and you don't think so? So he's definitely carried. Who's just told you that? Sorry? Who?
Yeah. I won't do anything just yet. I'll give you a whack in a minute.
Can you give a talk back?
I guess no.
We'll get a laugh for it.
Is this the entrance?
So she can hear the clean feed.
I've got like less.
So you think he landed in Windsor Park?
Can I just not take my shot off the camera? Just so if you go a bit further,
It seems to be
he's going to walk along.
total chaos. They've said he's going to be on foot. With who? Meet him over there
Is that Lammy down there?
or down there?
Is that Lammy down there? You can see Lammy?
Yeah,
It's Lammy, he's going to meet Lammy.
down there.
It looks like it, yeah.
The log should be on both channels. Did it sound different?
We've got a full camera there, haven't we, anyhow? So, sort of.
After the break, yeah, we're after the break. We're getting
So how much time is that?
at least probably 2 3 4 hours.
Problem is, it's the 70 that we can't do on. Yeah. But I think they'll walk down that way.
Maybe
They'll stand in the wrong place and they'll have the doorbell.
I think what I might do.
Yeah, there won't be a centre.
I might start on the 200 people away. Then if they do like meet by the flags and stuff like that.
I think, to be honest with you, in terms of just literally me and you, there's very little we can do to help each other unless somebody really goes. No, unless somebody goes really wide and then you just get a bunch of wide stuff. If someone goes really tight.
Yeah.
This is just one set of pictures.
What do you think? I'm tempted to kind of send it to them and then as they kind of like walking up the steps, change quickly onto 24/7 or something like that and just do
That'll be when he falls in.
No, it's not. It's cover. No, it's not.
No.
I think Starmer will come out there, won't he?
Where do you think Starmer will come out?
Come out this bit here, walk down there, to there.
So they won't come past.
Then meet the street bloke, that's where a helicopter's going to be there. As blokes are Secret Service.
Yeah.
Out there, and they meet them somewhere there, but they've got a camera down there.
Yeah. So you think they'll walk
Through
through?
the Rose Garden.
Yeah, there.
Right, the professionals.
So they won't come. Hello, hello. How are you?
So they might come to us.
Really?
Just shot me out.
Yes, they've got the shopper.
So there was seeds. There's a doctor there.
Yes, I'm here.
Is he arriving now?
No, no, not yet. Yes, it was always coming by helicopter.
Yesterday, the police observed just shuttles and terms.
So Catherine's going to salute it.
I knew he was coming by helicopter. You don't need to tell me.
Yeah.
Just get Mr. Starmer on the grass, dragging it there, walk over there and into that the diesel plane used it, then they did that door there.
In this group or another group?
That's the
Well, he could have told them if anybody had asked him. Sure, sure. Yeah, sure.
19,000.
going to go on this side.
I'm sorry.
We're going to go on this side.
So we would do, oh, this is not, so we would do like a, we call it a T.
Yeah.
And so UK would get center of your Prime Minister, and then we would get center of our President. So like this would be the line, and it would be a US photographer where you guys are, and then UK photographers over here. So you're like the center, and everybody, UK can be on your side, but then where you are would be a US photographer. I'm getting out of the shot.
If they came behind us, a lot more of us could have said, even though I've got a better spot, which is what they could have done. Yeah, but it's going to stop it there.
Genuinely, where I was there is a centre, is this spot here. So if anybody is there, that's the centre.
They're going to want to get right where you are because that would be like, not to get in front of the cameras, that would be the you would be the center line. So a U.S. photographer is going to need to get right here, and then U.S. is going to need to have this space right here. So we just need to move you. Yes. But like y'all said earlier, with the levels, you'll have plenty of space right here on the level. If you're on the ground and she's on a stool, you'll have plenty of space there, and then we can share.
Why can't we do the opposite with that?
We just need to have a T here, and UK on this side and US on this side.
It does make sense for countries to split
Yes.
the full thing. Because otherwise everyone's staggered far deep to the left.
It is what they're sitting down, what we've done in every country, but right here at this moment is we've done a T, and the one side gets a direct shot of their principal, and we get a direct shot of our principal. So you would be who we would put Robin Stanchion right here to block, and to have all UK media on this side and all US on this side. So you would essentially be our marker. So all here, so where you are over is US. So you're the only person I need to move.
But like,
Or literally, if y'all would just all take like two scoots this way. Okay.
it doesn't make any sense.
It's worked in every other country.
Take a stool and sit next to Neil. You'll be in exactly the same position.
Yeah, and then a person can sit on the ground right where you are.
It just doesn't make any sense.
That's what we've done everywhere all over the world. I just did in Abu Dhabi, and it works beautifully.
Sit on this,
Yeah.
and then somebody go in front of you. You're going to sit.
That's perfect. That's perfect. But if we can leave this open for U.S. photographers, and then all this right here, and then we'll share, and they'll all be happy. Because they'll come in here and go, oh.
What will they say again?
They'll go, oh. I'll do it one more time. They'll be like, oh, I'm so bad. I think we're getting good.
Can we drop them now?
Yeah, we've dropped it pretty fast. Well, 500 minutes.
Sorry to hear that. I was going to say. Well, we survived,
See all the
believe it or not,
best bits
barely.
of the
What did he do wrong?
Windsor Castle one night, Slough the next.
What about the best for this one? That's the Roxy too. They know how to roll.
It's actually a royal borough.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. That,
I've never seen it.
I know. That's good. It lived up to its reputation.
No, I want to play. God, dude, that was like leaking all over you. Is that oil or water?
Oh.
I'm so sorry. You're fine.
Wi-Fi over here. it coming? No, that's right. On the other side. What are we doing inside the bylaw? We leave our bags here. Is that holding the bag? Leave the bag.
We've got to
I'm gonna walk JP back to the
You've got the toilets. Do you know? No. Do you know Catherine? She got the car, her car, and one of the kids is being like doing something. So she literally had like toilets in the back of her room and said, "That's your stool." Like Chris, like a stool.
Oh,
Not a
my
toilet.
kids have been doing work at a house in North London, and I get into the car yesterday. It's literally a toilet seat. It's full of paint. Rubbish.
So you've got the stool, she's got a toilet.
All journalists
I'm very clean. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, the bagpipers have been here, the big cars, now the meeting and a lunch with US investors too. Following that will be a potentially rather awkward press conference. I literally didn't know that took me entirely by surprise. I didn't hear anything really until I suddenly realised about 5 seconds before that they were about to speak to me and I hadn't thought what I was going to say.
No, in terms of like no. I'm just going to show you some of the notes that is there.
Oh, brilliant. I hope they're going to be showing the arrival shots.
Well, I don't know if they've cut it, but you know, it's going. So, they've got loads of front living Windsor. Okay. Housing, that's right. Yours. I think this is probably better.
Terrible shock. I don't know what I was doing. I wasn't registering that they were.
Lawrence and Brian, great to be with all of you. Absolutely. And so things that you were just discussing, Ukraine, the trade negotiations that are ongoing between the United States and the UK. Just a few moments ago, we had the President's Marine One chopper land just about maybe 50 yards from where I'm standing right now. We watched them as they processed into Chequers, and then you saw the welcome from Keir Starmer, the Prime Minister, and his wife, Lady Starmer, as she's known here. This was just a few feet behind where we're standing right now. But I think you touched on some of the most important issues. Our two countries are on the same page when it comes to Ukraine, but there are limits and about what he wants to see. He wants a bigger commitment to nuclear energy. He would like to see, I thought one of the most interesting Truth Social posts of the last few days was that everyone was asking, why are you putting a 50% tariff on India because they're buying Russian oil and not China? That question to our president. So he sort of turned that around and said, why don't all the countries in the EU and NATO put 50 to 100% tariffs on China? Go ahead, you go first, and then we'll match what you're doing to China, which is the largest buyer of cheap Russian oil, and that is the major funding for this war. He will do that, and then you'll see my thoughts on it. So I think you're going to hear a lot of this from the Prime Minister.
Because I reckon after this live
through all the soft power mechanisms of member states. You know that President Trump had to show yesterday for families and elders, of course, ultimately example of that. So here, the Chequers are often head down the street, having the bagpipers there, and those represent Scottish heritage and local Scottish culture. They are trying to accentuate it as much as they possibly can.
So what they came to in the spring was, and it was the first trade agreement after President Trump announced the
we don't know about
What they came up with in the spring was the first framework for trade, and there are components of that that aren't clear. But it's not as codified now. So there are still areas of wiggle room. The tariff on steel and aluminum go to zero, but as Jackie said, what we're learning is that idea has been shelved.
Do you think that's the one he got out?
That what we're seeing is President Trump's action that we've seen in other places. Let's do deals, let's build nuclear power, let's get you to invest in a lot of American equipment and technology, and we're on both sides. He doesn't show any signs that yet. They're just about to start talking of taking that down to zero. So what we heard was the next level of negotiation for Prime Minister Starmer. Okay, can you promise that it will lock in another 5% on steel and never go higher? He doesn't want that steel to be held over his head or other parts of the negotiation. And that needs to be written now. And it's about to start talking.
Okay. So this is just a box off.
Yeah, exactly. This is more like the Range Rover, the Chevrolets.
Important thing that they can do from their positions in government is in China to try to, as far as possible, influence the US president on all manner of issues.
I think you should have saluted.
I lost my journalist. I literally lost it. It's the first time ever that I've been actually starved by position. I never.
Not as far as I'm aware today specifically, although that's it. So obviously,
I mean, I'm just thinking of the moment when Zelensky blew up back in the Oval Office, and the next day, Starmer welcomed Zelensky. So
keep the camera live.
There are pretty strong nuances, I would say. That's not an oxymoron in terms of the way that they view the Ukraine situation. And what we've heard out of President Trump in the past few days was, this is going to have to
all right. I can hear it. It's just there's so much background noise.
days after this meeting. But I think that what you're seeing is continued security guarantee for the United States. That's the latest word is $75 million in the middle of the trade. Other elements that the United States has indicated that they're looking into. The president said in August, perhaps we would help out in the air over the area, whether it's Ukraine or Poland. And you guys referenced this earlier. The RAF jets have been signed off on by Starmer to help protect Poland. So these are really big issues. What does that mean in terms of our presence in the air? How much are we going to help? And I think the bottom line is, what does he think Putin is up to here? Is this, as some have said, sort of a last gasp as he tries to fly drones into Poland and also sort of Persian and Romania? Or is he just firing up for a bigger push? So I think that's definitely the meat of what they're going to talk about today. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a really good question. I don't think we know yet.
Great to see you guys.
It's actually last
First time I got up before you guys this morning.
On that visit to in Scotland, where it broke very shortly after his
See you later.
mid-air across the Atlantic, that the UK was planning to do this right now.
Thank you guys.
Yes, I saw Bev running up. She got off one of the helicopters. She ran past us a few minutes ahead of the president. So as you will have seen in the last 20 minutes or so, the US president landed his helicopter here at Chequers, one of 4 helicopters that came in convoy just down there. He got out, got into a huge, a very grand car that then drove up here. All the press lined up along the side here. He waved at us, looked very happy indeed to be here, and then went through that gate behind me. Oh, you can see Bev coming out now. That's the president's car. Hi, Bev! And then we had bagpipers. He was greeted by the Prime Minister and Lady Starmer. There were marching soldiers. Of course, the Prime Minister can't really compete with the royal family in terms of pomp and pageantry, but still, they are pulling out all the stops here. And the hope is, of course, that having given Donald Trump such an incredible day at Windsor, he said that it was one of the highest honours of his life. The hope is, of course, that he will be even more kindly disposed towards Britain than he already is, because there are serious discussions happening here this afternoon. So first of all, he's going to be showing, the Prime Minister will show the President of the Winston Churchill archives here. Later there will be a display by the Red Devils, that's the parachute regiment display team. Then the President and the Prime Minister will have a bilateral meeting, and then there will be a business reception hosted by the Chancellor with the Prime Minister, the President and the various US investors. Of course, that £150 billion investment from various US companies that the government are trumpeting today. Absolutely delighted about that. But of course, those tariffs, 25% on steel and aluminium, remain. Okay, they are half what other countries are paying, but originally we'd expected them to be gone completely or gone by now. It sounds like that's not happening at the moment, though Donald Trump did say the other day, I'm into helping them, so let us see. But I think the danger point for the Prime Minister is coming with a press conference this afternoon, which could have some very awkward questions, perhaps on free speech, perhaps on the Chequers Islands, and almost certainly, I think, on Jeffrey Epstein, the convicted paedophile, who, of course, the relationship that our US ambassador, Peter Mandelson, had saw him being sacked last week. We currently don't have a US ambassador in post, but suggestions today that the Trump administration would be very happy to see Karen Pierce be brought back. She was the US ambassador. She would have been happy to continue, but Starmer and the government decided to go with Peter Mandelson, a decision which belatedly now...
Well, those comments are very interesting, as you say. I mean, I guess the question over, whether Nick Clegg is drawing on his experience as an opponent of the Labour government there, or as former President of Global Affairs, or whatever it was, at Meta, or both. But that's very interesting, and as you say, a notable critique. Look, the government's view is that AI is going to be a growing chunk of the UK economy, as it is the world economy, over the coming years, and the government wants to get a hold of that trade, essentially, and they're very happy with the comments that Jensen Klein got from India, that the UK is cementing its role as an AI superpower. But look, I guess the question of whether the UK is going to be a player in this space, or essentially an AI rule taker, I think is a question that we don't know the answer to yet, but it will shape British politics and the British economy for a very long time to come.
You should see the skies. I've got 4
exactly, that is the argument being made by the government, and we don't need to rehearse now all the ways in which the government is in trouble politically, but clearly, speaking as I do to people at the top of government, they believe that the biggest possible solution to their political difficulties is to find a way to deal with the UK's long-standing economic difficulties. The budget, which Rachel Reeves and Chancellor here today will deliver in the next 8 or 9 weeks towards the end of November, is going to be a massive moment, the biggest moment, not just economically but politically for this government so far. And the choices that she makes will shape the politics, I think, for the period between now and the next general election. And so, of course, this government is going to grasp at any possible way, find a way to grow the UK economy that it can fund. I was busy talking to you, that's why he's in this election.
trying to see if I can place them up on one of them.
And it's one of the largest girls' houses in the world. It's incredible. Everything was made so that if it was expanded up to real size, it was real and it would work. You see the line down here. You're focusing.
So we have to take them out of something.
Yeah, take them out. But it's designed to be a private royal residence for Queen Mary and King George V.
Usually all things I always like to get inside. I would
The marble, right? And it has to work, you can monitor.
all the time.
Yes.
When was the start of this house? When was this finished? 1924. All of it? Was it 24? 1924.
So it took quite a lot to take quite a bit of time to make all the furniture. 3 years.
3 years.
And the craft is extraordinary. So that I was not
It's beautiful, yeah. They don't miss the detail.
Are you happy?
They don't miss the detail.
Shall we look at the wall paintings?
Is this the front?
Yes, this is the main entrance. There's lifts and climbers that really work, they go up and down.
Even the light switch on the
And they had all the most famous artists of the day paint the rooms and design all the
I love the
So the
garden.
garden to
Go back to the next one.
So beautiful. And the walkie pitch. Because nice walkie pitch.
Cool. Also, is it going to be 7,000 media outlets?
From where your position is there, then the principals will go ahead and we'll allow them to fall to one side, and then once they're in one little alcove, we will advance right to the end of the library and do the walking.
Welcome.
In charge of all these treasures.
Well, with Lizzie, with Jim. So I'll leave you in Lizzie's capable hands over there. She'll be showing you more little treasures.
These are the miniature books. Which one are we starting?
This is a manor story. He first introduced the characters from Winnie the Pooh in this little book that we wrote especially for the dollhouse.
Just have a look at that. Quite extraordinary.
It's incredible.
So the whole story is in the book. And they're all so beautifully bound, aren't they?
They were all bound, yes,
Yeah.
by the leading bookbinders of the day in the 1920s. And so when we wanted to recreate that for the 2020s, which was an initiative led by Her Majesty, we asked modern design bookbinders to...
Too frightened to take that. In case I drop it.
Oh, please, it's absolutely fine.
This, I had to, with my very large handwriting, I had to write forward.
Oh, beautiful.
In that.
This is very nice.
It's very nice, and this was, I think this is that. Oh my goodness me, this is Tom's recipe of my roast chicken, which we're quite bored. He's always asked about my roast chicken. It's gone into this book now, so it's there forever.
That's very nice.
Is that one?
This is the Gruffalo.
Oh, the Gruffalo.
It's a children's story. And it's hand-painted.
With the pictures.
It's incredible.
You have to have a very steady hand to be able to do it.
This is beautiful. I love this stuff. Incredible what they do.
And those are all in the, they're all in the gaps, aren't they?
Yeah. This is beautiful.
Which one is this one?
This one is How Watson Learned a Trick. It's the Sherlock Holmes story written
Oh,
especially
this is one of the original.
Yes.
That's the
So how
original
long
Sherlock.
you would say the time that they make this?
Not
will
too
take.
long. The writer would have taken about a couple of weeks.
And what about the book, a whole book?
Slightly longer.
Yes.
With a
Because
tiny,
you see
tiny
how
pen,
it's
with a
done,
tiny.
everything.
So cute.
It's extraordinary. And this Sherlock Holmes story doesn't exist anywhere else. It's just in downstairs.
It's beautiful. Yes.
They're brilliant, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're wonderful. Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Beautiful initiative.
It's really fun. Shirts and all.
And he finds that the portrait of King George III had been replaced with the portrait of Washington because he had seen through that. Yes.
Yes.
She was very young when she acquired a taste for Washington learning, and of course he had met with Sir Walter Scott in London before he had decided that he can make a living by writing, and Scott encouraged him, so he became probably the first great American. She loved him.
It's absolutely what's packed in this one. There's such treasures.
And the famous olive oil,
which you have seen many copies.
Yeah.
But the reason we are showing this one is because what is very little known is that without George IV, this may never have happened. So Audubon came to London to try to drum up support for his ambitious project, and he was walking around and giving very, very inspiring lectures. George IV heard him speak, decided to support the project. 151 subscribers joined immediately, and the book happened. So this is the library's copy because it's presumably the subscription copy by George IV.
It's an extraordinary book, isn't it? How many birds?
Well, 4 volumes, over 150 birds, including many species that were not known
Yeah,
until
yeah.
he drew them.
That have all probably all gone now. It is lovely. Dare.
Hand finished.
Yes, it's just I never dare touch. It's extraordinary. They're so you get a bit nervous touching. What a book.
We have some very special guests.
Nice to meet you. What are you doing? You want to tell me what you're doing?
Just
What is that?
We're making a story about the fox that lives here in Windsor Castle.
Oh, that's so nice. And you need to have a small book, correct? Yeah.
So they're trying to make them like the miniature copies.
Yeah, that I just saw.
But there's been a lot of practice this week. And they were practicing yesterday, but we kept going outside to see the hay.
Oh yes, that was very exciting, wasn't it?
They all do.
Something happened outside.
And then they
And what do? You do all of the same stories, or you come up with
we're
a story?
doing different stories. We're coming up with different ideas what the fox could do.
Yeah.
My goodness.
And then do you read it to each other? You have the class and you read to each other? And you need to put the pictures inside too, or it's just the text? Picture. It's the fox? Yeah? It's beautiful.
And a helicopter.
This is nice.
Very nice.
Yeah, I wasn't really seeing as far as.
No, I'm not prepared to use. I can't.
Is it good? 6 and 3. You got one? That's wild, right? No, not really.
And the ceremony. It's about the back of the castle.
It's the end of the range.
So one of the great treasures of the Royal Library downstairs. And this contrivance called the whirligig was invented as a sort of painless way of showing these books. We have here Leonardus knife and sleeve, and then these are by Canaletto. And then here two great woodcuts by Alberto Giura. which we have over 80.
Yeah, these really are the treasures. And the whirligig is all the way. I've just really like all the Leonardo sets. I mean, just lots of
You like them the best?
drawn. Yes.
There's a wonderful anatomical one here now. Skeleton.
Look at the skeleton.
Yes, it's quite daunting to read.
No, totally.
Yes, yes, a miniature book.
Yeah.
Well, in fact, many of Leonardo's sketchbooks, there's one called the Codex Foster, which is only about that big. Yes, it's a little tiny thing, yeah. The room we're in was Queen Elizabeth I's walking gallery. This was like a long gallery. On wet days, she would promenade back and forth. And this is the amazingly well-preserved chimney piece. And there's all her ciphers, Chequers.
It is the only piece that's the original exhibit in the gallery. Because the rest
quite boring, up and down and up and down.
Especially in a great farthing game.
Yes.
We have a few treasures here which are statues.
So to go with the fireplace, this is probably one of the greatest treasures, smallest and greatest treasures of the library. It's a pair of the children that was awarded when she was still a very young princess. So you can see how fine it is. She's completely transparent.
And that's the bed.
And this is the barn, which strikes a model cottage. But just imagine the in the library. This was given to the late Queen as a and below that is a
So that's yeah, the nice smile. All those people have that. Big smile.
Oh, we've got some chairs in the
Big.
Can we move the pens, please? Is that possible? Thank you so much. It's perfect, ma'am. Don't worry.
That's right.
Just moving those pens. Is everyone holding their books up? You guys? Well done. Lovely.
Ready? And Your Majesty, if I say you're ready this
Thank
way,
you.
please.
Everyone looking in the middle? Great books, guys.
Nice big smiles.
Fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, of course, of course.
Hello, hi. Oh, fine. Okay, no problem. Okay, thanks. Thanks, bye. Bye. No problem.
Swapping
Bye.
cameras.
Okay. That's fine. Can't say I haven't had the fair share. Thanks very much. So you and me are clear now, yeah? Yeah, well, I will go and sit down. Apparently Chris is eating our sandwiches, that's nice, isn't it? Given what was up at 11,
Maybe if that was the bomb email, remembering it now. Hey, 7 email, yeah.
in Starmer. I put that in there last night. It's from that library, so you can shop it in that library.
Dominic? Yes, I can. 109876 5424. Huh?
It's not rested on that rim.
10987654.
What's what everyone kind of eating away? Everyone around now. Do you want me to have no.
You're not till 720? Oh, okay. Steve, what survey channel is it? Hey Suzanne, how are you? Yes, I hear you.
Yeah.
More of the details of those conditions because of what welcome to the UK. Much more of the British Parliament usually comes from the state visit.
Ever so slightly that way, as usual, Mark.
Nice you to clean the floor for me.
Michael. I've probably got a back. Just go check with Rebecca, I guess. Hey? Yeah, go around the back, yeah. Gary, I'm not going to forget.
Yes, so it's Joe now.
Cheers, Steve. Hi, mate. All right, what are you? Good. Oh, that's not Gary is going to be on left, right? Take 2 steps. So do you want me to right? Is this an interview? Or is it just a tease? I think so. All good, all good. Two were teasing, aren't we? I'm probably going to push in on Rob anyway straight away. It won't be you. Oh, it's not Rob. Oh, yeah, sorry. I can see Rob. I thought you were Rob. How you doing? All right? Amazing spot. Hello, hi. What's that? Oh, my table. That's for you, that chair. You seen it? Hello. They were a live headline later. I just took like this. Perfect. A minute from now. Yeah. Hello. Nice to meet you. Hi. Bear with me 1 second. Yeah, okay, we'll do that. We've got our guest as well, so we need to come to up to that.
Welcome to the UK. Even more
2 minutes. 2 minutes, everybody.
easily come. Fair trader took it to be Southeast Asia. We'll also like to Prime Minister Ukraine, Gaza.
Thanks, mate. Thank you. Thanks, mate.
Where is it?
Good eye. Yes, Gary. Good eye. I'm not hearing any please.
This is for real.
I'm Gary O'Donoghue at Chequers, where the President and the Prime Minister are ensconced in their talks over business and politics.
We'll bring you all the details.
I'm Christopher here at Chequers. The pomp and circumstance of yesterday.
Yes.
Today it's about deals and politics and a big press conference at 2:30 p.m. Stay tuned on GB News.
Put it that way. Don't take any.
How's it look, Jack? I see.
Yes, I'm good, thank you, Gary. You'll have that. Well, that's good. Maybe just a smidge to your right.
Yeah,
Small
please.
shuffle. Thank you.
See how we do. Sarah, you may need a hard cue. That's all.
Jensen, I haven't had breakfast.
Maybe not.
No.
We've got some sweaty tuna sandwiches in the media tent if you want to.
Thank you very much.
Oh, they might have it nice and custard in there.
Lost sound? Oh, came back.
Sorry, mate. I've dialed you again.
Okay, not lost.
Cheers.
Okay, just square your shoulders more towards the end. Thank you.
Well, Lucy, a big focus today, not just on the politics, international politics, those key flashpoints around the world, but also on business opportunities between the two countries. The British government very much trumpeting the inward investment from tech companies, from on nuclear power, all these kinds of things. And we've got one of the chief executives of one of the world's biggest companies, I think you are. $4 trillion capitalisation. This is Jensen Huang from NVIDIA, the chip manufacturer. Now, what investment are you planning on making in the UK?
This is a big week for UK. It's a big week for AI in UK. We're partnering with N-Scale and Orbital.
Did you ever let Isabel know about our conversations?
I just said it was fine. I think that's a good
It's going to be 120,000.
Everyone shouts at the same time on telly.
It is.
That's what I'm not used to. Nothing you can do, I guess. You have to really focus on what you're saying.
Which we were also part of. It's going to be the largest AI infrastructure.
And it's a good beat in the UK.
Well, it turns out that in order for the AI industry to be created, so AI model, AI
Have that chair. I'm going to sit down if I do want to. So I can make a note. Okay.
Now, all the chip right here, just it's not going to create that many jobs. Jobs is one thing, but isn't the profit and the know-how going to flow out of this country back to people like
no, this is exactly the point. If we build the AI infrastructure here, and this is what Prime Minister Starmer really mentioned the last trip I was in. The last trip I was in, almost 10 years ago. Understood that in order for that AI to happen,
You also need a lot of energy. Electricity is a lot more expensive in this country. This is going to mean.
Hello, I keep seeing Freddie for you, and you're not there. Oh. Oh, Freddie's trying to meet you as well, by the way. Hello. I'm not sure. It's not doing so well, Richard. Yeah.
I'm sure she'll be able
Hey Greg, good morning to you. We're outside the country estate of the British Prime Minister with the senator hashing out those key details. And it all comes after the President was welcomed in the UK with even more British pomp and pageantry than it usually comes to the States.
So that just one of those chief executives during part of that business discussion, that round table. Also British companies like GSK who are offering to invest £30 billion over the next few years in the States. That's a big important announcement for the British government. It's all very hot on the pharmaceutical disbelief that the American taxpayer gets ripped off when it comes to pharmaceutical companies. Nice to meet you. Thanks.
Tariffs and trade are expected to top the agenda today, but we're also likely going to hear conversations about issues like the wars in Gaza and Ukraine, mostly economic struggles.
2 minutes.
Yeah, what have you got?
Thank you.
Yesterday I looked like I was spoken.
Okay.
This morning went out being mocked, you know.
Yes, as far as I know, I mean, I haven't spoken to them. That was the plan. And then, you know, I have been helping with any press releases.
But if it's popping like this, then we need to hang up and dial. Michael, are you still?
Do you want to hear the directions?
Michael in London, are you there? Yeah, we're getting like pops in the connection. They're we're gonna basically hang up and try to
That's a lot of tariff.
reestablish commerce.
Because you're also trying to sell into China. That's really not worth it.
Go over the innate chopper.
Yeah, all good. I'll get some water off it. No, don't worry. Water.
Why would we lose that? The piece is going to be dated by the time
I'll start work on that 500 word piece for online.
There's a different one.
In between here.
I thought you were doing that before.
No, I'll literally get my get myself into the story about each of
You're not above that.
The problem is the press
I'd
conference.
offer to write it for you, but then it would sort of set the bar too high for you this time.
Well, the truth is, the press conference is the story. Everything else is.
Well, I mean, it's a little bit, you know, this country with 50 billion investment.
That's at the bottom.
Yes, okay, but it's still part of the
Top 2/3.
Yeah, the press conference, yeah. We also want
That's the press conference.
but that's still also, it's still about money, isn't it?
Yeah, I could take a picture, could you, of me here for my Twitter? Just one. Behind the camera. I'll do a Twitter. Tune in for the latest. If you say that. No. What? Because that will change. Wear my big tie today. It's my big. Trying to call me the president. You know there are journalists here. We can get in, expert, have a chat on what to expect. Ben Riley Smith over there. He knows Trump very well. Ben Riley Smith, very well. Yeah. He wrote a good piece, a magazine piece. Telegraph guy, he's quite cool. Huh?
I'm doing the one. The one, yeah. Actually, that place is 1:30.
With me and Chris.
Well, let's get your mics and everything.
Well, what aren't the issues, frankly, Olivia? I mean, so many issues of, it could be an awkward moment for our Prime Minister. It won't be the familiar fireside chat, as they call it in the trade. I was there in the Oval Office in February when Donald Trump sat there with Keir Starmer when the letter was produced from our King, inviting him to this very state visit. And then in Turnberry, of course, but back in July, when again the same structure, we all stood around in the half moon, looking down at these two individuals, Keir Starmer and Donald Trump. This will be behind podiums. It'll be much more free-form, we're told by number 10 sources. It won't be a kind of, normally in this situation, you have 2 questions from the UK press and 2 from the visiting foreign press. That won't happen. So really, frankly, anything can happen, and that's why all sorts of questions will be asked, notably, I think, about the steel tariffs in this country. Will they go to 0 from 25% for exports from the UK to US? Of course, in the EU it's 50%. We're doing better than them, and of course we've been told that's a Brexit dividend. But why not get that to naught to help our steel industry? Palestine, Gaza recognition. Last night, Lucy Powell, who's challenging to be deputy leader of the party, said to be an event to commemorate that happening. Well, it hasn't happened yet, and the rumour is it may happen this weekend. What will they think of that? The PM said he'd do it before the meeting of the UN General Assembly next week. The issue of one in, one out. That in fact, we sent an individual to France, the first time a migrant arriving here illegally. That's a boost for number 10. But what will happen next? We'll get one back, will we? And will it go anywhere? What's the answer? Maybe the European Convention on Human Rights. Other questions too. Jeffrey Epstein, that looms large. Do you miss Peter Manson as ambassador to Donald Trump, maybe? Sadiq Khan, London Mayor, he of course has said that President Trump has been fanning the flames of divisive right-wing politics around the world. What does Donald Trump think of that? Well, I think we can guess on that one. And also maybe a question about the pair of them. I asked both Keir Starmer and Donald Trump in the Oval Office in February a simple question, which is an interesting one. What do you have in common? You're a left-wing politician, you're a right-wing one. Why do you tend to get on so well? That could be a good one to ask.
No, we're trying something else.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, Liverpool then Brighton is at the end. No, I've got to listen to this year. I'm switching to nice.
Yeah. Yeah, and the crucial thing here, of course, is who's in charge. Now, both in Turnberry in the summer and in February in the Oval Office, the person in charge is the President of the United States, even though Turnberry is UK soil. This is Keir Starmer's country house, as Prime Minister of our country. He's in charge, so he can really coordinate and make sure that he keeps ticking along. If it gets embarrassing, maybe he might overrule some questioning. I don't know. Let's wait and see. I should say that right now, or very shortly, the Prime Minister and President are meeting with business leaders. Of course, overnight we've heard of a £150 billion tech deal signed. There's a business reception ahead of the press conference. So they'll be keen to talk about what they've been up to, trade, frankly, and we'll be trying to work out where the grit in the oyster is, where is the stone in the shoe of the special relationship. But you're both journalists, I've known for a long time. What would you ask him? I know. And yeah, well, but particularly we're in the home of where Magna Carta was signed a few miles away, and don't forget the Jimmy Kimmel cancellation overnight for those remarks about the killing of Charlie Kirk and the MAGA, the right reaction to that. That will be a question, I'm sure, that the US press pack will be keen to push, and will raise maybe Lucy Connolly, maybe Graham Linehan's arrest by 5 armed policemen, an Irishman tweeting from America, not even the UK, that being arrested on arrival. Olivia, any questions? I'm making notes here for you both, so I'll try and get some of those into the press conference at 2:30. But no question, when that question was asked, I think of again of the president in Turnberry. President Trump went on an attack against Sadiq Khan. It's a bit of a kind of they like doing it, having a bit of row in public. But I saw very awkwardly Sir Keir Starmer must have shifted uncomfortably and said he's a friend of mine. So he's still a friend who's saying these things about the head of the leader of our closest ally. Question. Is that okay? That's encouraging me to keep going, making good points. Yeah, you're nodding.
Oh, yeah,
that actually helps me.
No, I do, because I do feel like the Kimmel things are
well, that is a good point.
I was listening to words and I feel like, yes, I'm slightly irritated because my classes are pretty free. I don't have the channels. It's like, also, think about it. You know, people like
I think he's guys and he's dead, hasn't been buried yet, and he's having a mourning. I mean, just stop.
Still. I agree it's distasteful.
Yes, that's the point.
They're also looking for reasons to stop paying 16 because there always is a reason that gets dropped. If the ratings are really good, this wouldn't happen. It's like anybody. It's like I walk into a opinion. It's something I don't really want to hear. That's human nature. The only good free speech. But in America, I can. So this is kind of free speech as long as it's a bit slightly Germanic.
The left and right.
It's a bit Germanic, you can say. Left and right. Yes, but the problem is left and right. So therefore, so I don't know. I'm not sure what's happening.
What went on next one, and then
In theory, yes. So I think
about the table, I suppose.
yeah, I don't know. So I said we'll be available sort of as
I'm on main side. You've seen when I went out and I had some called that big man. Mark is doing it.
It's been reported, but I'm waiting for
That can do that if Mark can't. It's up and gone now.
Checkers.
we might be kind of thinking about maybe not allowing
Right, I'll head back to the wedding. I'm right back end of this thing.
Well, do that.
Are you driving back to London?
I'll tell you about there'll be strategic.
Got me somewhere.
Yeah, I think what's the way, which way from that we end up? We'll go there, or whatever, we'll end up North London somewhere. Where's your dinner? So if we go down there,
Sure you want tag in a story that's going to be outdated.
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Somewhere
100%. Yeah, thank you.
What time is it? I don't know it, so it's up to you. If you're happy to do that.
You wrote 4,000 words about this Trump visit that we can tell him. Otherwise, I'm going to stay here next time.
That's why I'm saying.
If that's something you want to do, it's up to you. In the sense of, yeah. You know, the problem is if they give you a short hit.
Can I ask them if they want to do it? Can I ask them? You ask them? Right.
I don't know. So
Let's see again, you want to. Just on. I'll go find
see it. I don't know.
Can I ask him if we can do it? Then I'll
If he wants to do it, tell me and we'll sort it out.
Yes, when you came in through that, I didn't think I'd be there for the money.
Where's Mark then? Is Mark doing the story? Yeah, I'm quite certain he will have to consider around me. I don't want to step on any mistake. Alright, good mate. When do they want chocolate? Next hour or sooner? Yeah, he's done that one. We might.
They'll be crashing something over their noon show based on what he says.
Yes, for the pressure. I don't know when it comes together. Catherine's offering to potentially stay, which I think is to cover that, but maybe not. I was going to say we might grab one of the other journos to be a guest. Chris is quite keen for the next hour. I don't know what we'll see. Well, yeah, the Telegraph's guy's written a lot of stuff about Trump. I don't know. He's interested in that. There's only journos here. Maybe else. So possibly, I'll let you guys know if that's an option. All right. Okay. Cheers. Bye. Bye. Bye.
It's low voltage, it's been on all morning. Power unit is not giving, I don't think it's quite giving 12, like 11 and a half, so it's just set it off. Chris knows about it, it's got batteries on it. like everyone's done it. Yeah. So far away from the operating system there.
To be honest with you, you switch it on, choose your filter, white balance,
check that focus. Check that focus, that's what I tell everybody. Change lenses.
You know, this garden looks exactly like the garden.
It's the only thing I've done weird with it is I was a good window.
What? English garden. I mean,
If you put it in your ear, it feels a bit hollow and not quite warm, that's why. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, even yeah, if you go to any same thing. Might get my brain
Really annoying, we can't get there, but we can't nice to have a little percentage of friends. It's my own person, I quite like it. It's travelling the whole time. Yeah. I don't mind having it going on, it's quite nice to talk to okay. So annoying, it's quite they literally been bullied by you're trapped to bed near the toilet. No, he will go, go on, go on. No, I'm literally like a school trip. It's not a school trip. No, back on the bus. Yeah. It's exactly right. So what do they do now? What do they do now? Well, they'll probably go and put to look at the business. There's some kind of business negotiations going on. Some point. Maybe. I don't know if it's I don't know if they're going to stand and look. I don't know, I'm not really sure. They'll get people in line. Right now, we'll go. No, you over there. Come on, go on the road. You get left behind. Literally, it's quite funny because the chatting to him is like, voice shrieks out. She's like,
Good morning, Ainsley.
Hello, she's just
Well, it's a special relationship, right? And Donald Trump's politics are so much different than Keir Starmer, who describes himself as a progressive and sometimes as a socialist when asked. But these are two guys who have come together to try to figure out how to end the war in Ukraine. And, you know, we saw this big royal welcome that these royal families gave President Trump over the last couple of days. Now is the official policy part of this this trip. And even though it's the Prime Minister and the people, I'm too shabby out here at Chequers, which is like the David of the British Prime Minister. And so they're in there in this house behind us, ironing things out, and then within the next couple hours, we think that they are going to come out for a presser before the president deals up with DC.
It's nice and long stuff. How close can you get to the lens? Surely a piece of camera has to be about here then, doesn't it? It's like, it's going to be, to do a piece of camera has to be that far away. Yes.
The worst part was his lugging his way and falling into the coffin on his head in the early morning. And there was quite a lot of gathering to do it, so it wasn't one where you just had to stand back. Moving through, dusting, big
No, they're not, Errol. Anyway, they are. But they're both eager to iron out the final details of trade agreements between the two countries. Remember, this entire trip was prompted in February by the president's invitation to come to the UK with the second state visit. No other world leaders ever received two state visits. But it was designed to ensure that the trade deal would get cut, and it was the first one announced by the White House in Trump's terrorism. And we are expecting to hear a little more today about ongoing announcements from various tech firms across the United States who are planning to now invest tens of billions of dollars in British artificial intelligence, quantum computing, nuclear energy technology.
Yes, a lot of firsts formally on Fox throughout the years. This time it's be the first time I've ever hosted anything for an hour by myself. And so it could go great. Maybe not, we'll see. But you know, even though we have such great access to this president and his team, like every time I go into the Oval Office, I have 2 pages of printed questions. But there's always like 1 or 2 things that, because of follow-ups or because of other people asking things, that you don't get to. This show is an opportunity to explore and expand on things that are really important and that people that we get emails from and that we see it at the deli think are important, but there just is not always time within our daily routine. Especially because when Jack and I are usually on these shows, we only have like 2 minutes, and then the rest of the news has to get covered. This hour at 11 o'clock on Sunday is going to be a highlight reel of what it was, and a look at what the news special do think we're going to have some very, very big guests.
We'll hopefully get a chance to hear
I'll do that when I see
it. With the British Prime Minister. This is the country estate of whoever served as British Prime Minister. In essence, their camp David. And he's been here before. He was here during the United States. Other presidents have been here as well. But after that, then he heads back to the United States this afternoon for a full slate of things for the weekend, including attending the funeral of Charlie Kirk Sunday. Alrighty.
That's 1, 2, 1 married.
All hard news we get from the city.
Either way.
Turn off.
Yes, turn
Yeah, ignore the flashing light.
What's that, Jack? Well, once the press is over and he's cleared out, I think let's see what they ask us to do. Jesus asked for a hit for the 6. We can't read Jesus would be on the so it'll just be a question of getting on the bus. The bus is shut in. If they say you'll see the juices go back to the bus. I mean, I do, but I can't say where they are because it's difficult. But he'll clear it. Yeah, it's right. So
No, I don't believe so.
10987654221245
No, I believe that.
6789110.
the sync is a little low. If we can boost the audio.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nothing has changed since the first two times we've done this morning. I will be talking at this level, and it seems they've treated better.
I'll go find some shit.
No, don't worry, honestly.
Sure.
Okay.
No, listen.
For your top stair for 6, top 3.
This is for 9 a.m.
Yes.
Oh, we're doing that one.
This is not redoing for the
They're
rest.
aware. Oh. No, this is not the West Coast.
No, this is not a West. This is not yet the West Coast update. First, we will do the 9 o'clock. Then we will do the West Coast.
We can do West Coast updates. Do you want to just do those first and you have your before you switch to Raw? Yes. For the 9 a.m. Okay, great. You can just anytime you want for the 9 a.m. just go and say back to you on the back end.
Well, good morning. The two leaders are meeting here at the country estate with the British Prime Minister to hash out those issues. And it comes the day after the President arrived here in the UK to far more of the British pomp and pageantry than usually accompanies this sort of state visit. 3, 2, 1. Well, good morning. The two leaders are meeting here at the country estate of the British Prime Minister to hash out those key issues. And it comes after the President was welcomed here to the UK with far more of the British pomp and pageantry than usually accompanies a state visit. Paris and trade are expected to top the agenda during the conversations here today. But we're also likely going to hear about how the two leaders are dealing with ways to resolve the wars in Ukraine and Gaza, as much of the world has struggled to figure out pathways to peace. Back to you. That's for the 9.
Rebecca.
Just let me know when you're back.
Huh? You are. They do 3 more days? I didn't like it. My girlfriend. So I saw that negative and I would really like to see it. I just didn't, I couldn't be motivated to get that ticket and watch it again. I mean, I could have stepped up to it. Somebody said, yeah, it's not my problem.
No, we'll just.
I've got contract work, so. No, thanks so much. All right. Oh no, I am up. But... Oh. I don't know. It's fine. I don't know. It's probably so.
So I'm just going to move the President's water for the time being, okay? Just so we'll stick it on that blue table for now. Yeah, so let's get rid of this first. Yeah. Behind you. Yeah, we just need to get the cables out quick.
Just be ready to leave quite quickly.
Straight down it. Straight down.
Yeah, we'll do that now.
Send me that. Will you? Thank you. a lot of people right now. No, they told me to stay. They're moving the chairs.
Are they doing a camera check?
Yeah, they just want to see how the spacing of the chairs.
Gotcha. Sorry. Do you want me to sit with you?
Maybe, yeah. Yeah, actually, it might be useful just
Okay.
to get to.
I'm Will Sharp, by the way.
Milo, very nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you, Milo. Our pens are a bit different.
Bigger and better.
The president's quite fond of his Sharpies.
I'm going to pull your chairs back a
Okay.
little slightly, so I'll try not to come back to there. Thank you. Almost tuck yourself in, isn't it? It's cosy.
Are you with number 10 or?
With the production company.
Oh,
Sports
great.
Number 10.
Okay. Have you been to Chequers before?
I hadn't until a few weeks ago, and now I feel like I live here.
It's beautiful. I mean, it's a beautiful property.
It's gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah. I don't think you can complain for a weekend house. It's in the country.
Well, and the story of it's quite beautiful. It was, you know, the Viscount gifted it to, who had no heirs, gifted it to the government because, you know, previously prime ministers had sort of been upper crust types and with the democracy. It's just a very nice idea that the prime minister should have a country estate.
And gifted as well.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I believe so, yes.
It's all changed.
How we doing? Lovely. Wonderful. Our brand is Crisis. That was a Sandra Bullock movie. A bit too true to life at times. Sir, how are you? Yeah, the president will have a speech binder as well. We could. Yeah, that works. I'll just have to talk to state protocol. Yeah. Yeah. Very nice to meet you. I think we did a good job here.
See you later.
Should be all right. It's not Charles's hair. Picture is up. White shirt. Nice stuff. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I meant to say.
We'll let you ride on coattails.
quick sound check for our guys?
Yeah,
real
certainly.
quick? Just read them some.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You know the story about President Reagan?
No, what's the story?
He was asked to do a sound check at a radio station.
Oh, yeah?
And they accidentally had him on the air, and broadcasting, he said, my fellow Americans, I've just signed legislation that will ban Russia forever. We begin bombing in 10 minutes. And it went out live to a major metro area.
One of those fun days. One more? From the right mic? I'll introduce myself in a second, but... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sit that?
To make sure they get you.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You alright? Yeah. US, we're asking. Yeah. Are we missing anyone?